Ben, the WMG SME Group, what is it you do?
So we're a team based at the University of Warwick. We're in a department called WMG, which is focused on really industrially based research, helping companies develop new products. And what we do is we work with small companies within the UK and help them to develop new products and manufacturing processes that can push their business forward.
There's a number of 3D printers in the marketplace. Why did you go for this machine?
Well, we really like the fact that the MJP gave us the ability to print very high resolution, high accuracy parts with really nice fine detail. And that's really important for presenting those parts to potential clients. Equally, we can do rigid materials, transparent materials, but also elastomeric, flexible materials. And that gives us really, really good variation in what we can produce. We also like the fact that the price point for this is actually something that is attainable to an SME that really is going to make use of ALM technology. It's not too expensive to kind of price them out of the market. So we work with loads and loads of different companies, but I've got some parts here that I can show you. These have kind of gone through the whole process and are now available on the market. We also work on lots more projects, but I can't talk about those at the moment because of confidentiality. So I've got some examples here of products that we've helped SMEs to develop quite recently. So the first one I'll talk about is this little chap here. He's called a mug hugger. It's a little cookie that's designed to hang on the edge of your coffee cup. And that's a company called Arden's Fine Foods, which are based just down the road in Coventry. Great thing about ALM for that is that they like to make lots of really innovative shaped cookies and baking products. And what we've done with that is make cookie cutters. So we've prototyped them first to check if it's going to work, to check that their production process is going to be okay. And that means they can then go ahead and make the full production tooling for that, which is quite expensive to do, but it significantly de-risks the process for them. So it's allowing them to really innovate and sell some really quite funky products.
Okay, and this black object?
So this one here is actually a cable tidy. That was developed by a company called Barclay Plastics. They're an injection moulding company based in the centre of Birmingham. And that was a really interesting project. So the reason we use a machine like the Project for this is that it gives us the ability to make elastomeric materials. If you're an injection moulding company, you're used to making parts in the hundreds of thousands to the millions. So if you need to make 100 for a focus group or in a product development process, it can be really difficult to do, particularly if you need those flexible mechanical properties. So with the Project, we can make, using the elastomeric VisiJet materials, we can make something that's flexible, allow them to trial that out, so push a plug inside, wrap the cable around, check the functionality, before that then goes into full production. And again, that helps them de-risk the process and also speed up that new product development for them.
And I can see this third and final one, the gum shield, the 2500 Plus is going to come into its own because it can produce elastic materials.
Absolutely. So this is for a company called Protective Sportswear Limited. The brand name for that is Safe Jaws. It's a really nice gum shield used for mixed martial arts and various contact sports. The great thing for them is previously that was made overseas. They're looking to bring that into the UK. And the ability to 3D print a flexible prototype really helps their design team to get something which is appropriate and feels right before they go ahead and cut that tooling. Because again, that's going to be expensive tooling to do, and it de-risks the process for them. We use these as part of a product development process with our client. So the MJP2500 Plus forms part of what we do with companies. So it might be at a very early design stage. We might need to do some mock-ups or initial stage prototypes. We might even need to produce something which is functional. So perhaps it has elastomeric properties, needs to be flexible, or it needs to have exactly the right packaging requirements to check how something fits into a larger assembly in the correct tolerances. So that's what we really use the machine for.
And do you design things as well? You're not just given a model and you print something, presumably you add a bit of value in the design process as well.
Absolutely. We're not a 3D printing bureau. So we work with companies to help them develop a new product, whether that's supporting their design process or indeed giving them some insights into what ALM process would be most appropriate for their product that they're looking at. We also help with throughout the manufacturing process. So that could be looking at what materials might be appropriate, whether they can be recycled or optimizing their mass production process to really increase their productivity.
And how do you find the service and the support from HK, the resellers of this product?
Fantastic. We've had the machine for 5 months. We've had some very, very minor issues, but anything we've had a problem with has been very, very quickly sorted within 24 or 48 hours. The technicians have come directly on site, and we've had continuing support from them in terms of making sure the machine's running nice and smoothly and making sure that our customer experience really has been absolutely fantastic.
And I know a big thing that they push is not just the printer itself, it's the whole process, isn't it? So the software, the machine itself, and also the cleaning process.
Absolutely. The software is very easy to use. When we're kind of helping SMEs to understand if they can adopt this technology, one of the biggest fears is understanding if their existing workforce can pick this up. It's very easy to pick up, very easy to use, and very powerful software. Another fantastic thing is that if we're making very complex parts, one of the biggest challenges with 3D printing can be removing that support material. The cleaning system on this is a wax-based support material which is removed with a steam process, so it kind of melts away. And that means that you don't have to do anything manual, there's no high pressure water going in, which especially for very thin or delicate parts or those with flexible walls, that can be quite damaging. So actually with this machine we find that it's very, very gentle on removing that support. It's very quick as well.
So to conclude, the University of Warwick are very happy with this purchase.
Yeah, very much so. We've had a lot of feedback from SMEs where we've used the machine to do particular projects, and the feedback we've had from them is that the resolution's fantastic, and the mechanical properties of the parts are very good too.